everybody. So let's do an all signs reading, get caught up on everybody, see what's going on, where you at, what you doing, how it's treating you, you know? Let's see. Let's find out about it. Alright, so we have the King of Swords here. Alright, you might be an air sign. You're kind of in this energy of like no bullshit. Like you're just kind of cutting out nonsense. Anything that like doesn't serve you, you're just like goodbye. Very nice. Okay. So also I kind of get this energy that you're a little reserved. Like you kind of keep people out. Mostly because that's the only card that came out, right? You're not really one to sit there and spew your guts about who you are. It would show in your energy. I think there's a level of defensiveness about you. See, I kind of had this vibe. Now the Star card is coming out, right? Hella Aquarius energy with this air, the King of Swords, King of Air. Yeah, dude, you get the Star. So one, you're in the public eye. Like you could be somebody who gets a lot of attention, kind of in the spotlight. Two, you could be very hopeful, very faithful, very like kind of guided by like your inner light, your inner calling, you know. Knight of Wands in reverse. It kind of feels like well, the Knight of Wands is like rushing in with a message, right? And so like with the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's kind of like the opposite. It's like not sending a message. Okay. Nine of Wands in reverse. Maybe there's like a cycle in your life that needs to end before you can. I don't know. We'll dive deeper into that. Six of Cups. Okay. You might have led kind of a debaucherous life. I see somebody who like seeks enjoyment, right? Somebody who just like actively is seeking enjoyment out. Like that's it. That's what you want. Okay. So let's clarify all this. King of Swords. There's a lot of Aquarius energy here though. The Universe in reverse. Feel like you're not listening to the universe. Your intuition has been trying to tell you something. What does that mean? What's the universe trying to tell you? Maybe some aspect of you has cut out the universe, right? Cut out really having a relationship with it. You might come off as like cold and reserved, like I said. Yeah, the universe has been advising you against this, against something here with or to create like a truce here. Something needs resolved. But this Four of Swords, right? Lord of Rest from strife. It's like you need to resolve whatever it is that's like creating strife, right? This is also the truce card. Like coming to a truce with somebody. This Queen of Wands, right? This is like somebody who kind of speaks their mind. Somebody who's also kind of standing in their power, very confident, very motivated. They could also, like, because the Queen of Wands can be kind of abrasive, you know? So they might be a little abrasive. And that could be a man too. I mean, it doesn't have to be a woman. And tarot gender is not real. In real life, gender is not real. Everything's just energy. The Hierophant in reverse. Maybe you guys worked together. I see this energy of not wanting to work together anymore. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like the energy of somebody wanting to leave or quit or whatever, get fired. I don't know, but somebody's letting go of something that was kind of a money thing, right? And I feel like it's this Queen of Wands, and I feel like it's is this a job or is this a relationship? That's what I want to know. Ace of Swords. I'd see a lot of swords. I see a lot of cold cutting energy. This seems to be like all about money though. It's like, where's the fucking love, man? Like, where's the fucking love? I don't know. It just seems like I want to know what your relation is to one another. So I know the best way to perceive this. Okay. So the Queen of Wands is showing up as the Empress in reverse, right? So it's like somebody that was close but not quite kind of it, you know? In regards to I think love. Do you guys love each other? I don't know. It's like I see you showing up with the Temperance card though. The Sagittarius card, and it's kind of saying like I feel this energy of like divine timing and also being able to hold your shit, you know, when this Queen of Wands is getting a little Queen of Wandsy. But it's like I feel both of you like really trying to handle this maturely, but with the Empress in reverse, it's like I almost feel like it's just not your Empress. Yeah, let's carry on. So the star. Let's talk about that. The star. Could be Aquarius. Could be in the spotlight. Well, it's not in regards to your faith. That's for sure. We've got the High Priestess in reverse. You're not a super spiritual person, are you? It's weird. But okay. I just can't imagine wanting to live my whole life without experiencing magic, you know? But, you know, to each their own, you know? If that ain't your road, that ain't your road. Okay, so at least it's narrowing it down for us, okay? So you're not the star in regards to spiritually. Like you're not like a spiritual leader. You're not like let's see. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It says at the bottom of this, in the upright, that it's the Lord of Success unfulfilled, right? So in the reverse, that means that you're very successful, right? Despite not being very spiritual. I feel like that would tie into success a bit, but you know, that's just me and my spiritual eyes. What do I know? Two of Pentacles. I see you making a decision, or you made a decision. You've made a decision, weighing options here. Okay. To get your Ten of Cups. It's like you're like already successful in other ways, right? And so I see you really looking at something that you could have for like ever, right? Something that gives you that longevity, something that is fulfilling emotionally. It's like you kind of feel like everything else has been so attainable, but this is like the one thing that matters the most, the one thing that really would get your soul participating in life a bit more is like the one thing that's missing. It's almost like you sold out. I don't want to say it like that, but kind of though. It's like you sold out happiness for like money and image and stuff, but not like intentionally. You didn't know you were doing that. You didn't realize how hard it would be to find authenticity once you got there. You know? And now when you see it, you're just like, what is that? You're like, is that a fucking real thing? Like, okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. Not sending a message. Okay. Let's talk about that. Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're smart. I feel like you're smart. Because I feel like right now you're building a strong emotional foundation for yourself. And I feel like right now you're just kind of like sitting back and just kind of like allowing like a foundation to build before, you know, taking any kind of action on whatever. Very nice. Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's still a cycle that hasn't really been severed here. Fuck. But it will be with this Ten of Swords. Because you just feel defeated by this situation. Like, you just feel like it does not serve you or your highest good or whatever. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, so like I said, this could be work or it could be a relationship. It's weird. It's showing up kind of both. It's like a lot of money, right? There's a lot of connections based on that, right? Three of Pentacles, it's like a connection made through money, through like, or like, you know, like coworkers or roommates, or somehow your like finances are intertwined in this, but it's like showing up so heavily. And I think that's why you're kind of in this King of Swords energy, because I feel like you're feeling a bit used. And you're like, you feel like you sold out a little bit because like you didn't get your Ten of Cups, right? You just made all these decisions that led to like this image without like the actual Ten of Cups. So yeah, Six of Cups. Debauchery. let's talk about that. I see a little bit of self-indulgence. All right, that's what I'll say about that. It's just like you're self-indulgent. Oh fuck, dude. The Six of Pentacles comes out to be like, no, this fool's debaucherous. Okay. You just got called the fuck out, and it's okay. Everyone gets a little debaucherous. Who doesn't want to enjoy life, right? Like, I have a rule about life. Like, if you ain't enjoying it, what's the point? Like, fucking, what's the point? This whole experience, it's just like the Matrix. Just fucking make the most out of it. Who fucking cares, you know? 6-6, man. That's fucking hilarious. Okay. 42 in reverse. It's like you don't want to have to put in the work for that situation anymore. With the Five of Wands in reverse, it's like you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want any conflict. You're tired of their energy bringing your ass down. You're just like, ah! Eight of Swords, this is going to move very quickly for you, I think. As soon as you set that intention, and you actually execute a plan here, I feel like it would be a very quick moving situation. Very cut and dry. Very clean. This is interesting. Because of how debaucherous you've shown up in your past. I see that we've all been, okay? We've all been a little self-indulgent, whatever. I don't judge. I don't give a fuck. I live my best life. You live yours, whatever. But with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it also tells me that, okay. What actually came to mind immediately when I saw this card was that George Harrison song that I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. Do, 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 do. I gotta listen to that song now. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, but yeah, no, it's like you're only really, it's like you've got a very specific thing in mind. It's like you're not looking at going out into the dating world or having a bunch of options. It's like you're kind of I don't know, you're directing your aim, I guess. I'm like, how do I put it in words? The downloads I get are not in words, man. It's all in motions and and language only I understand. Okay, there ain't no words. Okay, so fuck. Well, what do you have your eyes set on? Okay, hold up. Okay. So what I see here is with the Four of Cups in reverse, it's almost like it's hard to enjoy anything other than that energy at this point in time. You try to go and do something else and it's like your mind goes right back to that energy. Whatever it is, it's like I get this vibe that you just keep coming back to it. It's like you're like, oh, I'm gonna go ignore it for some time or whatever. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna go and be in my ego for a while, right? But then it's like this energy keeps popping up, right? It keeps popping up. And with this devil energy, though, I get this energy because it also shows up with this Three of Wands, right? And so I get this energy of you feel bad about it because I feel like you might, well, because you're in a connection, right? Like you feel like bad about that. And honestly, from like my perspective, that's not really a sustainable situation. You know, who was it? Will Smith, who was like, if you fall, or was it Johnny Depp? I don't know. One of them said like, if you fall in love with two people, go with the second person because you couldn't have fallen in love with the second person if you really loved the first. You know, I feel like with the Emperor in reverse, it's like I get this vibe that you're just like, you don't feel like you're standing in your power. Like, you feel like your life has just been kind of like laid out and you just kind of like exist in it, you know? Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I do see you letting go of what hinders you. Seven of Swords in reverse, I see you laying down your swords, right? Which means that the arguing stops. The conflicted energy stops. Whatever that, energy is, that stops when you decide to not do another loop on that merry-go-round, with the Foolish Man, I see you following your heart and going into the unknown. With the Flower, taking that leap of faith over a cliff, it's beautiful energy though, because I feel like you're just fucking called to it. It's like you felt like this spark inside of you and you're just like, I just gotta fucking do this, right? And sometimes that shit happens. That's why I cut my hair. Yeah, you're still in that situation. Your tower hasn't hit yet. It's kind of waiting for your permission to hit, I think. It needs your consent to, like, the demolition crew of that needs your consent, Death, it inevitably gets it. Yeah, inevitably this shit comes to an end. Because you can't help but follow your heart. You're like, my soul's calling me. Higher ground, Okay, you know what? Let's just grab some oracles for you then. Wish you well on your journeys. I feel like this is a big kind of decision to make, but it's an important one, right? This is like a decision of self-love. Do you love yourself enough to enjoy your life? And if you're not enjoying your life, are you willing to change it up so that you can? Like these are kind of bigger questions that we should be asking ourselves because, like, nobody should live miserably, right? And maybe that's my, like, Peter Pan mentality where I'm just like, why isn't everybody just having fun? I'm like fucking SpongeBob out here and everybody else is just, like, miserable. I don't know. But it's like, really, dude, I feel like you kind of get that same vibe where you're just, like, trapped. Like, you just want to enjoy life. You just want to be, like, in it, doing it, and you just feel a little fucking, like, enveloped in responsibility to this relationship that doesn't serve you, be it work or a person. I don't really know. It kind of feels like both. It kind of feels like this person is work, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe that's rough. I don't know. taking to heart is like following your heart, right? You see this little girl, she's like, hell yeah, I'm just gonna go. You know, it's like following your heart, following your curiosity, following what matters. Um, then I also see the call of longing, right? I see something's caught your fucking eye. Look at that look on her face. She was just like, what the fuck is that? It's like, I get this energy of like just wanting to like move towards something that makes you feel awake inside. You know? It makes life just kind of look a little fucking brighter when they're, you know, when you're in that presence. You know, I feel like you're tired of these dead end relationships that leave you feeling defeated, right? With this Queen of Hearts. You're just like wanting to walk away from that shit. Man. Stepping away, yeah, dude, you're stepping away from your situation. Best advice I could give you on this is like, you have to really, for me, you know, in my decisions in the past of like leaving relationships, it's usually like I have to ask myself this really big, horrible question, right? And it's really, you know, for me, I don't know, I have to always ask, you know, I'm like, is this relationship really conducive to the life that I want? Like, actually, you know? And sometimes, like, you have to face that reality in such a way where you're like, fuck, like, I don't want to think negatively about anybody, and I never will, but it doesn't mean that, like, I have to accept living a certain way just because I care about them, you know? Or that I have to accept that relationships have to be just that, you know, because maybe I have a different thing in my mind or whatever, you know, whatever. Um, Maybe I just energetically changed, you know. Um, but sometimes we have to really ask those deeper questions of ourselves, you know, and really just like stand in our dignity. You know, I see you, King of Swords. I see you like standing in that and really honoring yourself with making a decision that you know will best benefit your soul, right? It's not about your wallet. It's not about your fucking, you know, anything material. It's not about all that, you know. It's about what makes your soul feel good, right? And I feel like you're just really understanding that, you know? And you're like, my soul should feel good, right? Like it's a human construct that we need to struggle, really. Life does not need to be that much of a struggle, you know? It's really all mindsets and misperceptions. But it's like, yeah, dude, some people lost their magic, and it's like you were stuck in a fucking realm with them, dude. How do you handle that? You've got all this magic in your soul. You're like not like the rest. Look at all this doom and fucking gloom, bro. Like it's like you're just like over here like this fucking light. You know, sometimes when you look around and all you see is darkness, it's because you're the light. You're the one illuminating the fucking place, okay? You're the one doing the thing, right? And it's like, and sometimes it's crazy to realize that kind of responsibility. That's just yours, right? Without you even asking for it. It's just yours. You've always had it. That's your gift, right? And it's like, dude, I see that people have siphoned you to catch your blessings, right? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Like, people who can't cultivate blessings for themselves, like, don't deserve them. You know? It's like a whole fucking thing. It's a whole fucking thing. I feel like, and you know, and people will say I'm harsh for that, but really, if you think about the grit it takes to really, like, choose your life like that, you know? Like, I feel like we deserve to, like, let me reword that. I feel like, you know, living in this world where there's this divide between people who want to attain things for themselves by going out and working hard for them and doing all the footwork to get there. You know, that's like the honorable path. You know, that's like really working to do what, you know, you feel called to do or whatever. But then it's like people who try to ride on the coattails of people who do that. Those people are kind of fucking gross. You know, it's like they don't try to grow anything for themselves, right? They don't try to develop themselves. They don't try to have their own vibe, do their own fucking shit, you know? And it's like I feel like you've been caught up in this, like somebody just like dragging along your fucking coattails, and you're just like, can you just cultivate for yourself a little bit? You know, it's like at least that's kind of what this reading felt like. I don't know, man. That's a lot. Good luck. My advice to you is like, listen to your intuition. Your intuition will not steer you wrong. Give yourself a moment in silence to really listen. Ask yourself the serious questions. Ask yourself the real questions, the important questions. And really listen for the answer, the response from your higher self. Grab a pen and paper if you need to. Some people get that inspiration. Maybe throw on like a beat that has no words or whatever. You know, just like trigger that, you know, like allow it to flow through you, allow the answer to be cultivated through you. I know, like, sometimes you just get the best understanding, the best, like, you all of a sudden you'll just be like, oh, I know what to do. All the obstacles are gone. Okay, it's like, okay, just chill. You got this. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will catch you on the next one.